Welcome to Sleepy Boring Ancients, a channel dedicated to boring stories to help you fall asleep. Now, find a comfortable position and feel your body settle, and let this boring story help you relax. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. The night is wide and soft, and the sand keeps its gentle heat. Warm below, cool above, steady, even, safe. A single watcher lays on the plain. No rush, no want. Only the quiet work to see. Above, stars rise in slow lines. Patterns hum. Time lets go a little. A low tone rests under the scene. Subtle, steady, kind. The watcher's task is simple. Look, note, and wait. No need to change the sky. Be with it. The world is calm. The sand holds. The hum is kind. The night is open in all directions. The horizon is smooth. Dunes sit like soft waves that breathe without sound. The air carries the day's heat away in thin, steady threads. It takes its time. It moves with care. The ground answers with a slow release. Warm under, cool over. You can feel the balance, a calm shift, a soft hand moving a thin veil. The watcher sits in an old stone seat, shaped like a shallow bowl worn by years of patient use. The stone holds the form of many still bodies. It remembers. It makes room for one more. Nearby rests a small array, simple and sure. Crystal rods, harmony stones, a lens with a clear face, surfaces with the gloss of long work, each piece placed for ease, each piece used often in the same order, with the same care. There is a tone in the sand. It sits low, like a bass note in a gentle song. It does not push. It does not call. It lies there, a small thread under all other sounds. It is the kind of sound you feel more than hear. It stays in the bones and in the ground at once. Above, the stars are slow and patient. They draw long paths from edge to edge. The watcher lets one bright point lead the way, not to arrive, only to stay with it as it moves. The task is a vow, to see, to record, to keep simple truth. Nothing more, nothing less. The watcher opens a small slate. It glows a little like a shallow pool of dim light. Marks form when needed. Gentle lines. A soft hand makes them. There are no dates, only cycles, dawns and moons, seasons in their long loop. The guide phrase returns like a drum with no force. Watch, note, and wait. Again, again. Kind cadence. The air cools by thin degrees. A quiet breeze brushes the edges of the dunes. Nothing hunts here. Nothing breaks the line. The array is not a machine. It is stone taught to remember. The watcher hums with it, just a breath, and the sand answers with ease. The lens likes a clean face. The watcher wipes it in slow circles. 1 round, 2, 3, pause, 3 more. The cloth glides, the glass clears, the hand rests, the breath smooths, the cloth folds and returns to its place. A crystal rises between finger and thumb. Lift, turn, seat, a soft click. Wait. The light calms, 1 more click. Wait again. Patience answers. The starlight finds its path through the inside of the stone. It feels simple. It feels enough. The watcher aligns to a faint cluster. Not the loud one, not the bold one. A small group, set a little aside, content to be small. The watcher counts the spaces between the points. Not the points first, the spaces first. A rhythm grows from the gaps. The slate receives marks like mist, thin, even, small arcs, little notes, no rush, no doubt. The tone in the sand meets a tone in the chest, a soft accord, a quiet match. It settles the shoulders, it smooths the brow, it lets the eyes rest while they see. Pattern pass one, measure, record, rest. A sip of cool water, return. The cup is clay, the lip is smooth. The water has no taste but calm. It enters the body like shade enters noon. Pattern pass two, shift to a lower star. Log its slow drift, affirm patience. The array warms by a hair's breadth. The stones hold, nothing urgent. He smooths a ridge of sand with the edge of his hand. A straight line forms. He watches it, then erases it. The wind agrees. It is a small pact. The world is calm. Once, last season, the wind moved one dune. The seat did not mind. The view moved a fraction. The work did not change. Upper band, middle band, lower band, complete the loop. He listens for the tone. It does not call. It simply is. A base to lean on. The horizon gets a glance now and then. There is nothing to find. Nothing is missing. The quiet is enough. A faint flare opens and closes near the edge of a constellation. He notes it and marks its time by breath. 5 inches. 5 out. A dot for the start. A stroke for the fade. Done. Watch, note, and wait. The phrase returns. A calm drum. It keeps time without sound. He traces an old track in the slate. It is unchanged. The sky moves. The track holds. An inward smile arrives and fades. No need to hold it. A pause for stillness. No motion, no thought, just the shared night. In that pause, the hum feels wider. The ground is a bowl that holds it. The body is a bowl that holds it. 2 bowls, 1 tone. Then he resumes. The crystal tilts by a grain's width. Wait. The light settles. The image sharpens by a hair you cannot see but can feel. Time here wears soft cloth. It drapes over stone. It does not rub. It does not scratch. It does not cling. It covers with care. He runs fingers over a harmony stone. Cool, then warm, then still. The fingers learn its slow rise. The stone learns the hand too. The low tone sits under the counting as he names points in pairs. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. He does not seek messages, only shapes. Shapes are enough. A small moth once landed on the lens. He let it stay. It moved on. The sky waited. The notes resumed with no loss. A low star shifts from pale gold to pale white. The change is small. He marks it. The array returns a faint glow. Not bright, just a sign of balance. Okay. He sifts a handful of sand and lets it fall. It sounds like rain far away. The tiny sound sits with the tone and finds a place. The world is calm. The work is gentle and complete at each step. He repeats the circle of tasks. No new thing is needed. There is no urge for new. Hands move, breath moves, light moves. The rest does not. He adds a tiny mark to the slate. That is enough. 1 mark can be a night. He waits 2 breaths longer than needed. That space is sweet. The lens wants a breath on its face. He gives it. The fog softens. The view clears. He adjusts the stool by a finger's width. Balance returns. No strain. A faint ripple enters the tone. Not a warning. Just a new layer, like shade gaining depth. He listens. The layer drifts in and spreads under the first. The bass grows a little. It feels like the cool at noon in a stone room. He aligns to a slow pair of stars and watches their gaps soften. He notes it. He hums the bass back, a thread of sound the body can hold. The tone and the sand meet and agree. The layer smooths. The slate now holds simple lines that map what was seen. No art, just peace. The crystal turns to rest. It settles in its cradle, stone to stone. Soft click. The night reaches its center. Time feels wide. The task feels light. The body feels at ease. He runs the star pass one more time, not from need, from fit. The loop closes like hands meeting. He drinks, and the water is a clean thought. He lays a palm on the seat, and the seat answers with warmth. The vow speaks again without words. Nothing is required, and still, the work is done. The memory chamber waits beside the array. It is a shallow bowl of pressed sand, its surface fine as sifted flour. It holds light the way a quiet pond holds sky. Not a copy, a feeling. He lifts the slate and lays it above the bowl, not touching, just close. The lines breathe downward like cool mist. The marks do not move, yet something passes. The sand accepts the trace and keeps it without effort. The low tone rests under the bowl. It is the same tone, now more felt through the palms. The marks settle as rain would, slow and sure. There is no hurry. There is no loss. The record forms by patience alone. A harmony stone travels once around the rim, slow, even, complete. The hand moves with the tone. The stone hums in the edge of hearing. The circle closes and the surface grows more still. This bowl keeps the way the night felt. It keeps the size of quiet, the width of time, the weight of ease. He adds a small note on the slate. Wind mild, tone stable. All sure, the bowl receives the sense of those words. That is enough. He smooths the surface with one palm, then the other. Left, right, done. The sand lies flat and calm. It looks like nothing. It holds everything he needs. The slate returns to the ledge carved by the same motion long ago. The groove fits. The piece rests. He sits again and looks up. The sky offers the same kind gift. A cluster waits where he left it. It has moved only a little. Good. Once, a long time ago, he missed a night. The bowl felt full anyway. Patience fills gaps the way dew fills a leaf. Quietly, completely. He thinks of those who sat here before, their marks, their careful hands. He thinks of those who will sit here later, their ease, their time, all part of the same slow line. He allows a longer pause. Thoughts drift like fine sand and do not cling. The tone lives in the ribs now. The sand sings back, very low, very soft. He closes the chamber not with a lid, but with stillness. That is enough. Time can slow. Time can wait. You are safe here. He brushes the stool. One sweep. No dust, just form. He lifts the crystal once to feel its weight. He sets it down. Simple joy. The horizon gains a thinner dark, not dawn, only a softer night, a final mark, a dot, a line, a rest. He breathes in the tone and out. The tone remains. So does he. The watcher sits while the sand holds the stars like grains in a quiet palm, and that is enough. If you are still here, you may stay with these calm nights. Subscribe for more soft, slow stories and the steady 432 hum beneath them. Let your thoughts drift. Let the world be simple. Or you can drift now into sleep. If you are already gone to rest, that is good.